I'm super excited to share this with you because these are 5 tips that you can do right now today for free. They don't take up a lot of energy, and they're sure to lift up your spirit and take away the stress. We know that stress really suppresses the immune system, which makes us weaker and more prone to getting sick. And we have to do the best we can to keep our mental state right, or emotional state right. And I'm hoping that through these 5 happy hacks that you'll be able to find more happiness and joy in your life. So the first one, oh, by the way, I am a single mom of 3 children, and for that aspect of my life, it's really important to keep my spirits up. I'm also a TV and on-camera host and actress and model, and all those jobs require me to have a certain kind of energy, and I do feel that that's why I've gotten a lot of jobs, is because I have an energy that translates and carries over through the camera, because, you know, as you watch things on TV or in print, you are drawn to the energy and the feeling that they evoke from you. So I'm gonna tell you 5 tips that I use in my personal life to lift up my spirits whenever I'm feeling down. The first one is a social media cleanse. Now, there's lots of ways to do this. I'm gonna give you a couple of tips within this hack on how to do it best for you. Something that as soon as you're done watching this video, you can go do for yourself that will make a big difference in the information that you're taking in every day to filter it a little better. So on Facebook, I'm surprised to know a lot of people don't know this tip, so I'm hoping this will help you. On Facebook, there'll be times where one of your acquaintances or friends will post things that you'd rather not see. Well, for one, there's an option at the top right of the post to hide the post, and Facebook might even ask you why you want to hide it, or that you want to see less things like that. That's one of them. Another one is, instead of unfriending somebody, you can just go to their profile and unfollow them. So what that does is you still remain friends, but you don't see their content unless you choose to go to their profile and look for it. That's a really sneaky way to remain friends and not, you know, tarnish any bad real life friendships through unfriending on Facebook, but a way for you to see less of their content. Another way that I like on Instagram is not necessarily, well, definitely go unfollow people. And let me say this, if you feel like unfriending somebody, do it. You don't need to have an explanation. You don't need to have a reason. Do what feels the best for you, and honor what your heart and your mind and your intuition want for yourself. Don't worry so much about, oh, somebody might think this or somebody might think that. And if you're worried about that, just be more open with your feelings and let people be responsible for their reactions, and not you take on the responsibility of their reactions. The other thing is, on Instagram, for instance, you can go ahead and unfollow any accounts that don't serve you. But the other exciting option as well is to go into the search section, the explore page, and type in things that you want to see more of. A lot of times, I love what Preston Smiles, an amazing coach you should follow on Instagram and all the platforms, says. He says if you ask questions to God or the universe or Google, they're bound to answer them. So if you're asking negative questions like why me, or why this, or why does it always happen, then you're going to get answers to those questions. But if you ask better questions like what can I learn from this, what is the blessing in this, what is the lesson in this, then you're going to get those answers as well. So think about what kind of questions and answers you want in your life. So like the algorithm on Instagram, every time you like something or comment something, it's taking note of what content you want to see more of. So I would encourage you to go unfollow all the accounts that don't serve you. If they come up again in your life at a better time, then great. But then also go on the search and explore page and type in the things you want to see more of. So, you know, type in like life coaches or motivational speeches or puppies or babies, or like my explore page has like Latin dancing in it, surfing videos, maybe family things and motivational things. And so that keeps my spirits up, because you have to realize and take responsibility for everything around you. You choose your environment and you created that. There's certain things that are out of our control, but there's a lot more in your control that you're not aware of, or taking responsibility for, or feeling empowerment for. Now, the second tip And obviously you can do that on YouTube and on all the other social platforms. But those 2 specific tips I wanted to let you know that I gave you. Hola, Carla. Chile in the house. Thank you for being with us. Okay, the number 2 tip, or the number 2 happy hack I want to share with you is something I love. Well, I love the way Tony Robbins says it. He says, motion evokes emotion. So what I like to do right before like an audition, or I'm about to go on stage or go in front of the camera, or an interview, anything that I might be nervous at or lacking confidence in, to do a power stance. So I'll find some time to excuse myself to the restroom, and it's even more effective when you see yourself in the mirror. And then you stand just like Superwoman or Wonder Woman, your feet apart, your fists on your hips, your chest out, you know, Superman, Superwoman, but just taking in that feeling of feeling powerful, or of feeling unstoppable. And also I like to think I'm looking up at God and tapping into my godly powers that He's given me as being a child of God. So doing those things, you know, kind of tricking your body into feeling something that you're not yet feeling, your body's going to react to that, and it's going to assist you in feeling those emotions, which is super exciting. And like I talked in my introduction comment, when I hear a song that I love, I get so excited and I celebrate it. And that's something I want to encourage you to do more too. I love to celebrate everything and anything. And it just makes life so much happier and more fun. So if a song comes on that I've been wanting to hear, and you know, I crank it up and I'm like, woo, I'm almost pretending that I'm seeing them live in a concert, like, woo, yes, awesome. I'm laughing because the people who know me can attest to me probably being annoying in this way. But that's such a fun way to bring more happy in your life. And I actually have been doing that recently when I'm kind of feeling down or feeling in a funk, or you know, wanting to feel happier, but something's getting in my way, whether it's world stress or, you know, personal stress. But I know I want to change this right away, and so I'll just start dancing out of nowhere, even if I'm not feeling it, or I'll start jumping, or jump ropes, or jumping jacks. And all of a sudden I'm starting to get my body to bring in the emotion that I want to feel. Number 3 happy hack is to get out in nature. Now there's a lot of aspects to this that I want to share because it's been a huge helper in my life. So not only getting in nature, my favorite way to get in nature is to go to the beach, and I feel like it kind of taps into all 5 senses, you know. Through touch, you're feeling happier, you're feeling the energy of the ground and the earth, you're feeling the energy of the ocean. Oh, it's so beautiful and powerful, and to me, I feel so close to God in those moments. You're feeling it through the smells, you're feeling it through the sound of the waves and the people and the birds and the breeze and the wind. You even feel it through taste, you know. You get a little salt water in your mouth, which isn't the most pleasant, but it reminds me of where I'm at, and that makes me happy. And you're seeing this beautiful beauty all around, and happy people and children playing. And one of my favorite things is to take a nap at the beach. You know, my whole body is grounding or earthing, and I'm falling asleep to conversations and kids laughing and playing in the ocean. Oh, it's so wonderful. If you don't have the ocean close to you, I encourage you to, you know, look up videos of a place in nature that makes you happy. Even look out the window, or I was laughing with my kids because I was thinking you can look at your plants and wow, take in the veins and take in the rooting system and the color and how much it changed from yesterday. We were laughing because after I told them that, they were just like staring at a plant super close, which is a fun activity too. But the other part I want to share with this that's so powerful for me is think about when you see like a row of ants, and you kind of get mesmerized watching. I wonder, you know, what they're thinking and where they're off to and what they're trying to accomplish. And it's so cute, you know, their little world. And then think about when you're on an airplane and you're looking down at civilization and you have very similar feelings. I remember when I went parasailing in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico, I thought it would be scary because, you know, the machine, you're going up in the air, and I thought there was going to be wind and the motor of the boat, everything's going to be loud. It was so calm and peaceful, and you're just floating above the beach. But in those moments, I try to, in times of stress, I try to take myself to those moments, to the quiet moments in which I'm above my little problems that seem so big. I feel like I try to have a more vertical perspective instead of horizontal, because I think the horizontal perspective is that person needs this from me and I need to do this, and oh my gosh, this stress and that stress in the world. But a lot of times I'll look up and I'll kind of just do this with God, like, okay, I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to see your perspective for me, your life, your plan for my life, and your inspiration for me. And I think about those moments on an airplane or looking at ants, and I feel like that's how God sees us. You know, like, oh, look at how cute they're rushing off to their little thing that they think is so big, when really in the grand scheme of things it's so little. So that's something that helps me a lot. It's just perspective in general, but think about that, visualize that. Even, you know, when you go on vacation, you've left your little world for a moment, and as you come back to it, you think, wow, you know, I made my world so small, which made my problems so big. Which really it should be the other way around. Let's keep our minds more global, more universal, and then our problems will seem a lot smaller. The number 4 happy hack. This is something that my 11-year-old daughter recommended to me because she's an amazing artist. She draws amazing animations and drawings. And so she said, you know, when I'm feeling down, I like to draw, and I really resonate with that. I have a great friend who's also an amazing artist who made a book of mandala, I think it's pronounced. It's like a coloring book for adults or anyone. And I've noticed that when I gave myself time to color in those beautiful pieces of art, I'm slowing myself down and bringing myself back to the present. I'm also tapping into my childhood where I had less problems and less stress. And it's really a beautiful, peaceful moment where I encourage you, if you feel like you have too much in your brain, to go and doodle. You know, you don't have to be a great artist or even write. Just sit down with a pen or a pencil and a paper and see what happens. Let your, you know, even let your hand, you know, relax into movement that it doesn't normally do, and see where that takes you. But as you'll notice, when you were a kid and you doodled, you were in a peaceful moment usually, and were able to tap into your inner peace and to connect with the present moment. And the number 5 happy hack is to create an empowerment playlist. So I have many playlists on Spotify. You can create them in a lot of different apps. And I have a playlist for when I want to feel, you know, I'm in a romantic mood and I want to hear love songs. I have a playlist, I think I have a playlist about like breakups where I might just want to have a good cry. Which sounds silly, but is maybe another extra happy hack to cleanse out some emotions from your body. I definitely have an empowerment playlist. So it's kind of like actually it's called Girl on Fire, inspired by this song by Alicia Keys. This girl is on fire. And the other song of hers that I love that's on there is 'Cause I am Superwoman, yes I am, yes she is. Oh, but my favorite lines, 'cause even when I'm a mess, I still put on a vest with an S on my chest. Oh yes, I'm Superwoman. So anyway, those are the playlists that I play, maybe right before a date, but definitely right before like an audition or going on camera, or maybe even like about to have a difficult conversation with somebody. I just want to tap into my power, to my confidence, to my inner superwoman. If you want any ideas or tips on the songs for the playlist, or if you want to check out my playlist, let me know in the comments. But I'll definitely share that with you, and I highly encourage you to have that, and just have them for different moods. You know, I like all types of music, and I remember when I was younger, I would even put like heavy metal's probably the last thing I'll listen to, but if I just wanted to have that energy in my life, you know, or get it out of my system, then I would do that. So, and I have a playlist for like Sunday and having more peaceful and like gospel oriented music. So I highly encourage you to do that, and it's going to help you with the other tip about dancing and moving and feeling happy. I have so many other happy hacks, and I'm so excited to do this video because it's inspired a lot more. And I'm hoping to share those with you soon. So if you want to see more, go to Claudia Andrea TV on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm mostly on Instagram. Feel free to send me your questions about any of these tips, and maybe to go into greater detail with them. And I definitely challenge you to take one of these tips today and act on it and tell me how you felt. I would love to hear that information. I just want to see who's on here really fast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Carla says, sería grandioso que pudieras compartir música de los Vázquez y Mani Mani, que son de nuestra región y es música típica de la Patagonia. So I'm originally from Chile, Patagonia, Chile. And I have a beautiful friend here who's from that area, and she says there's beautiful music by Los Vázquez, who are from a little city that we're from, which is so happy and proud, and I definitely have them on my playlist. And then Mani Mani, I don't know yet, so I need to look into them. And I can definitely share that with you guys in the comments. Thank you, Janae, for being here. I love the ant analogy. Yeah, isn't that cool? We can get lost, you know, looking at little bugs, or I think anything in nature. They teach us so much about being in the moment and having a better perspective. Yeah, girl, sing it. I'm going to make a playlist like that. Yay, Janae, please share your playlist with me and I'll share mine with you. Janae and I have shared a lot of music moments together that are super happy. And maybe that's another extra tip too, is to share these moments with someone you love, because it's going to make you even happier. And I did want to show my shirt before we go. It says, "Here comes the sun." I wanted to buy something happy and vibrant. I've noticed that my wardrobe recently is a lot of like black and grays, and that's not my personality. So I'm super happy with this new purchase. And while we're talking about the Beatles, I'm drinking my ginger and turmeric tea. It says, "All you need is love." So a little hat off to the Beatles. And it's yellow, so happy. I'm sending so much love and happy vibes to everyone out there. If you have any questions about any of this, please share them in the comments. You can reach out to me on social media. I'm super excited to be, you know, ignited and inspired and motivated to do more videos like this. And please share your happy hacks with me, and we'll make this world happier together. Lots of love. Bye.